As I look at this trip and what it may accomplish, I want to make very clear that this is only a first step in achieving a purpose that I have long felt is vital to the future of peace for the United States and for the world, and that is the strengthening and revitalizing of the American-European community. This will be the first, I would hope, of several meetings of this type that will take place in the years ahead. And I would trust that as a result of this meeting and as a result of other meetings that will take place, that this great alliance, which in my view has been the greatest force for peace, to keep the peace over the last 20 years, this great alliance which was brought together by a common fear 20 years ago, will be held together now and strengthened by a common sense of purpose. I will now go to your questions, Mr. Smith.
Mr. President, in connection with your visit to Paris and your talks with Ambassador Lodge, do you see any possibility of your having any direct contact with the other side in these negotiations, specifically the representatives of North Vietnam or the NLF?
Mr. Smith, I do not see any possibility of that kind of conversation at this time. I would not rule it out at some later time if Ambassador Lodge and others who will have responsibilities for negotiation thought it were wise. With Ambassador Lodge and his colleagues, I hope to get a complete report on the progress of the negotiations and also any recommendations that he or they may have with regard to new initiatives that we might take to make more progress than we have made. I think we've made a good start in Paris, incidentally. I believe that we can now move forward to some substantive achievements. What we see now is a new policy on the part of the United States in assuming the initiative. We are not going to stand back and rather wait for something else to happen. Now, we're going to assume it on what I would suggest 5 fronts. We're going to continue to give our all-out support to the Yaring mission. We are going to have bilateral talks at the United Nations, preparatory to the talks between the 4 powers. We shall have 4-power talks at the United Nations. We shall also have talks with the countries in the area, with the Israeli and their neighbors. And in addition, we want to go forward on some of the long-range plans, the Eisenhower-Strauss plan for relieving some of the very grave economic problems in that area. We believe that the initiative here is one that cannot be simply unilateral. It must be multilateral, and it must not be in one direction. We're going to pursue every possible avenue to peace in the Mideast that we can.